Have you ever wondered how you can raise money to start your business? In this video, we will be discussing 11 creative ways to get money for your business.
Watch until the end of the video to see a strategy that Daymond John used when he was starting his business, and also a bonus tip.
Hi, my name is Mimi and welcome to Business Media TV. On this channel, we advise business owners on how to start, grow, and sustain their businesses. In this video today, we will be discussing 11 creative ways to fund your business. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and please consider subscribing to the channel to get more tips on how to sustain your business. The number one source of funding that we're going to discuss is crowdfunding. You've heard about, sites like Kickstarter, Indiegogo. What you do is just go in, post your project or your business, whatever idea it is that you have on the site, and describe it, and then tell people what you're going to give them back for supporting your business, and they will support your business. Tip number 2, angel investors. Angel investors are always looking for businesses that they can invest in. In most cases, particularly, they look for startups. So if you're a startup and you have a great business idea, an angel investor is someone that you can consider approaching. Number 3, venture capitalists. Venture capitalists are similar to angel investors, but they are more open to a variety of businesses. So these ones are looking for high growth, potential businesses that they can put their money in. So in our previous videos, you've learned how to put together a business plan. So this is when you actually use that business plan. And also in another video, we've already talked about how to estimate the cost to run your business. So this is where you begin to put all those together and present that to the venture capitalists. The thing about the venture capitalists and the angel investors is they usually look for equity. The angel investors look for equity in most cases, and the venture capitalists look for both equity, and also they want to be involved in the management of the company that they invest in. Tip number 4, small business administration. So there are small business administration grants that you can get based on the kind of business that you're running and eligibility guide. Tip number 5, microloans. Microloans is especially geared towards non-for-profit. So instead of people just giving you money for your non-for-profit, they would allow individuals to invest in business opportunities or money-making opportunities. Tip number 6, personal financing. Starting a business is very risky. In most cases, before anybody else will invest in the business with you, they will consider how much you have invested in that business yourself. So you may look at 401k loans or even just saving. So if you have a good and solid 401k, you can borrow against that 401k to fund your business. Some people actually go as far as actually withdrawing for their 401k to start their business. So again, it's up to you, whatever way you decide to implement it. Some people also take out a second mortgage on their homes in order to finance their businesses. Again, depends on your comfort level. Tip number 7, purchase order financing. Some big manufacturing organizations will actually extend you whatever you need to make your goods, and then they get paid after the goods are made and sold. This is ideal in most cases for manufacturing concerns. So if your business is into manufacturing, you may be able to get a deal from those kind of organizations. In most cases, they're looking for goods that can be sold with a margin of 20% or more on the sale of the good. Tip number 8, vendor financing. Now, if you have goods that the average cycle is more than 30 days, then you may want to look into that and approach the vendors and ask for that kind of vendor financing, so that they will extend to you more than the usual 30 days that they require. So you can arrange vendor financing, so that way you have a longer term before you have to pay the vendor. Tip number 9, family and friends. Yes, you may have family and friends that may be able to contribute towards your business startup. Again, that is where things like your business plan will come in handy. Now, make sure they understand exactly what they're getting into. You all understand the terms. If it's a gift, make sure you have it in writing that it's a gift. And if it's a loan, spell out, what the terms are, and make sure you have a solid agreement. You do not want to spoil family relationships over money. There's so many stories, if you watch Judge Judy, George Mathis, all those TV courts, you will see a lot of cases where people come in and they're fighting with their family members because they failed to take that extra step of saying exactly what it was and having it in writing. You can imagine what Thanksgiving dinner will be like when you owe your uncle and you're not able to pay. It strains relationships, so make sure you all understand what you're getting into. Tip number 10, contest. Believe it or not, there are some companies, organizations out there that offer contests to companies or businesses based on eligibility criteria, obviously. But there are some organizations out there that are willing to give you some money or prize money for a contest, based on what they decide will be part of that contest. And some of them even offer financing to small businesses. So look for contests around your area and look online for contests for small businesses. Tip number 11, pre-sales. Okay, let's just say you go to your website, you put a t-shirt on the website for an example, and say pre-order today. Say pre-order, they don't get the good or service right away, so they have to wait for it. So that would enable you to quickly use some of the money from those pre-orders to quickly go ahead and make the order. This was actually the strategy that Daymond John used. He calls himself the People's Shark, and when he started Fubu, it would take pre-orders. He had his mom producing t-shirts based on the orders as soon as possible. He basically used pre-sales to grow his business. So the bonus tip is you can actually look for alternative funding. You can ask around from investors or even leading organizations that help small business owners and ask them what are the alternatives in the market. There are some people that will invest. When you start the business, you give them not even a percentage, but some just want to get the first dip. Maybe if you produce special looking shoes, right? They want an exclusive design of that particular shoe that you produce for your business. So they want those bragging rights, and they're willing to put money into your business if they, to get those bragging rights. Question of the day. So which type of financing are you going to pursue? We listed 11 with the bonus. So which one do you think you would apply to yourself today? And if you have any other questions, just let us know in the comment section. Thank you.